into some downfall. Let's play the Hexaghost for the first time. From what I've seen of this character so far, I've seen quite a bit. It's one of the most complicated characters, I think. Sequencing seems to be very important. So we have 70 HP and a cursed spirit of the Spire, sealed to an eternal fate as a protector. And we start with the Spirit brand. The first time you ignite a ghost flame each turn, gain 6 block. So we'll look at what it means to ignite ghost flames in just a second. Let's take a look at our deck first. We have 4 strikes, 4 defense. Seer, apply 9 soul burn. After 3 turns, a soul burned enemy loses HP, removing the soul burn effect. And goes up to 15. So it's delayed damage, but it's a pretty high damage number for a 1 energy card. And of course there are some interesting interactions we can do with soul burn if we find the right cards. Upgrading float is almost always the first thing you need to do. It's absurd how much better it becomes. I can imagine, yes. We have float, which is ethereal. Draw a card, advance. Advance, activate the next ghost flame. If it's ignited, extinguish it. Yeah, I'll explain that as soon as we are in a fight. We also have the upgrade that makes it you may choose to retract or advance. Anyways, let's take a look at the map. We have a pretty early elite. 2 elites here, 3 elites. With rest in between the second and third one. We could also go here if we are not comfortable dealing with the merchant and the elite there. So we can get maybe the empowered elite. Yeah, starting on the right side here and going for this first elite does make some sense. So we wanna be strong early on. Definitely not take 21 damage for 250 souls. That would be good if we go to the right here maybe. That's certainly a possibility. We could choose a colorless card to obtain. Getting colorless cards in Downfall seems to be a bit better because oftentimes you will get a boss card and these are pretty impactful. Let's go with that. We have Finesse, draw a card and gain 2 block. Donor's Power. Gain 1 strength. Add a random attack card to your hand, it costs 0 this turn. Or Time Ripple. Deal 18 damage and apply slow to all enemies. 24 damage. 1 strength and 1 artifact. And this becomes 4 block. Honestly, I think I like Time Ripple the most. Just have a giant hit, AoE damage. That should be useful. Also debuffs the enemies to take more damage. So yeah. Let's move onwards. Do we upgrade float immediately? I guess so. And then let's go for the elite. I'm feeling spicy. Let's apply the slow to the enemy. That makes us deal. That makes them take 10% more damage from attacks for the turn whenever we play a card. So we can play the defense first and then the strike will deal 7. The Seer is still 9, but it will take a while for it to actually do something. Oh, and here are... I totally forgot about this. Here are our soul flames. So right now we are on the Searing Ghost Flames. It's active and it ignites when one more attack is played. We already played one attack, we need to play a second to ignite the soul flame. When it gets ignited, it applies forced soul burn to a random enemy. And at the end of your turn, if this is ignited, advance to the next ghost flame. So we will move to the next one, so clockwise always. The next one is currently inactive and it ignites when 2 skills are played while it's active. This one deals 4 damage to a random enemy twice when it gets ignited. Then we're back to a Searing one, which is the same as this, playing 2 attacks for soul burn. Then we have a Bolstering Ghost Flame, ignites when a power is played while active, gives us 4 block and 1 strength. Another Searing Ghost Flame, and then finally the Inferno Ghost Flame. Ignites when we spend 3 energy while active. And when ignited, deals 4 damage to a random enemy for each ignited ghost flame, then extinguish them. If this is active, advance. So, it depends a lot on the order we play cards in. Like for example, I can play a Strike to ignite this ghost flame. This will also give us 6 block, thanks to Spirit Brand. Then we can float to advance, so move to the next ghost flame, or retract, move to the previous ghost flame. If we advance or retract to a ghost flame that's already ignited, we extinguish it so it becomes able to be ignited again. We could also stay where we are. But let's advance here. Then we play 2 skills, igniting this ghost flame, so we deal 4 damage twice. And we should have the kill here. The green part of the health is the soul burn, detonating this turn. So this gives us the kill. Very nice. Okay, what do we have here? Nightmare Guys. Ethereal, gain 12 block. If this card is exhausted, add a Shadow Guys into your hand. Shadow Guys being a 1 cost, gain 12 block, exhaust card. So... interesting. Catch Up. Force Ignite the previous Ghost Flame. Force Ignite triggers the ignition effect described on a Ghost Flame even if it was already ignited. So we could ignite the last Ghost Flame we are at again. And then there's Backtrack Smack. Deal 11 damage, retract. So we will be going in the opposite order with this thing. It's also pretty good damage for a 1 cost card. I kinda want some damage. Let's take a Backtrack Smack and see what we can do with that. Personally don't like Nightmare Guys that much. Yeah. It's a bit of an awkward card, I guess. So, here's one interesting thing you can do with these Ghost Flames. We can strike, so we only need to play 1 more attack. Now this attack retracts, so we will move away from this Ghost Flame. But usually the attack triggers, the Ghost Flame triggers first. So we still apply the Soul Burn, and then we retract. Now we are at the Inferno Ghost Flame, who is currently not that powerful because we only have 1 Ghost Flame ignited, but it's still basically the same damage as the Crushing Ghost Flame, so that's not too bad. However, if we ignite it, We will then advance. So go back to the Searing Ghost Flame, which I guess is fine. Do I just Time Ripple here? It's a lot of damage to take though. 18 damage. If we're lucky, if we're really lucky, we could kill this guy with the Inferno Ghost Flame. That's very unlikely though. I think I should still go for the damage here. Wow! Okay, that was good. Let's also float. And I think I want to advance. Because the Crushing Ghost Flame seems more powerful than the Searing one. At least for us right now. We can defend and then float to advance. And then just double strike the backliner. So we can finish them off next turn. We don't have a power in our deck, so we can't ignite the Bolstering Ghost Flame right now. And they already have Soulburn, so if we apply Soulburn to an enemy who already has some, we will just add to the damage, but won't reset the turn counter, which is pretty neat. So the first Soulburn we apply sets the timer, and every further Soulburn will only add to the damage. Choose a bracelet. Normal enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Deal 20 damage. Damage is increased by enemy's Soulburn. Goes up to 30 damage. Pretty powerful. But we would need to have a lot of Soulburn available. Turn it up, gain 5 intensity, lose it in X+1 turns, becomes X+2 turns. So if we play for 0, we would have 5 intensity for this turn. Intensity increases the amount of damage, Soulburn and block applied by Ghost Flames when ignited. Doesn't help with the Spirit Brand, but just the Ghost Flame effect. That's, not sure. And we have Sword of the Night. If the active Ghost Flame is not ignited, gain an energy, deal 11 damage. Deal 15 damage. So it becomes 1 cost if the active Ghost Flame is not ignited. We currently don't have any clear route to go. I could take the turn it up. That might be pretty reasonable. I think He Crush adding another 3 cost card to our deck. And it doesn't really synergize well with what we currently have. I think that's not gonna be great. Let's go with Turn It Up. Maybe we can do some fun Ghost Flame igniting stuff. Do we want to go to this elite now? I think so. We are pretty healthy still. Igniting the Ghost Flame gives us 6 blocks, so 1 defense is enough to take no damage from the Jawworm this turn. That's lethal. Nice. Advancing Guard, gain 8 block advance. Spectre's Wail, Ethereal Afterlife, deal 8 damage to all enemies. Afterlife, if this card is exhausted, its effects activate. And Burning Touch, if the enemy has Soulburn, apply 7 Soulburn, apply 7 Soulburn. We kinda wanna focus on activating Ghost Flames, I think, so with the Turn It Up especially. Advancing Guard is nice defense and can help us with that by advancing to a new Ghost Flame after we ignited the past. The past one we were at. We can't ignite this turn. I think we just turn it up here, so we have some intensity for the next turns. Strike, strike. Then advancing guard. So we move to the next ghost flame. Then we float and stay in place so we can ignite this one possibly next turn. Really want to ignite this while I still have the intensity, so defend is actually quite good. Hi Chris, yeah, I decided that I really wanted to play some Downfall today and I had a bit of time, so I was like, why not start a stream early and stream some Downfall before Monster Train. I will still be trying to start my Monster Train stream at the usual time, maybe take a short break before that. But yeah, should honestly still be Time Ripple, even though we lose the 10 damage from the intensity if we ignite it next turn. Time Ripple is worth more than that, I think. Let's advancing guard. Strike, strike. Then float. There wasn't a ton of damage. Okay. Rain of Embers. Deal 5 damage and apply 5 Soulburn to random enemy X times. Heat Crush, we've seen that one before. Bright Ritual. Gain an energy and draw 1 card for each. There's a typo in there, I think. Gain 1 energy and draw 1 card for each ignited ghost flame, then extinguish them. Exhaust. That's another way to make use of ignited ghost flames instead of using Inferno ghost flame. That's pretty interesting. What does it upgrade to? Becomes 0 cost. There's another Nightmare, guys. And we have the first seal. Ethereal Seal. At the end of combat, heal 7 HP. Seal can't be upgraded. If all 6 seals have been played this combat, obtain the broken seal and remove the seals from your deck. This is from a mod, but I can potentially contact the mod creator themselves to let them know about this. So this is basically self-repair, but with an added benefit if we manage to get all 6 seals together. What is this? Thermal Stone. If Soulburn detonates, heal 2 HP at the end of combat. At the end of combat. So we would stack up end of combat healing with the Thermal Stone. Whenever Soulburn, that could be potentially quite a bit of extra healing. Interesting. Toy Ornithopter, whenever you use a potion, heal 5 HP. That's honestly pretty good. And the Frozen Eye. When viewing your draw pile, the cards are now shown in order. I'm interested in the Bright Ritual. Ignite a bunch of Ghost Flames, then gain a lot of energy and draw a lot of cards. Seems fun. We could also buy a card removal on top of that. The first seal is also interesting, some sustain. It's also a power to activate our Bowstring Ghost Flame. Yeah, let's take that. And then do I still take... Yeah, I still take the Bright Ritual, I think. I want to try these out. The Lagavulin. Let's just gain intensity here while they sleep. Apply slow. And then... Ah, that sucks. We drew into the first seal. Should probably have float up first. And then perhaps played the first seal instead. Not the ideal order right now. Where do we land? Oh, we land back on the Inferno Ghost Flame. It's not really what I wanted. But I guess that's fine. So we skip the Searing Ghost Flame. And we should be able to get a kill here. There we go. Bag of Marbles. At the start of each combat, apply one vulnerable to all enemies. That's nice. Fast forward. Ethereal. Force ignite the active Ghost Flame. Advance. Loses Ethereal. Ghost Shield. Gain 6 block. If your hand contains another Ethereal card, gain 6 block. And is Ethereal itself. And another Advancing Guard. Let's take the Advancing Guard and move over to this rest site. Vashra, start each combat with 1 strength. Nice. Do we want to upgrade the Time Ripple? That's another 6 damage on it. Turn it up for an extra turn of intensity. 3 damage on Backtrack Smack. Maybe we just recall. Sure. Let's get this strength sooner rather than later. Oh, another merchant fight. Time Ripple on turn 1. While they are vulnerable. That means I will lose it next turn. That's not gonna be helpful. Let's keep this in the deck. Strike, Advancing Guard. Bright Ritual. And then Advancing Guard again. We are fully defended. But we haven't done much damage. Let's advance and play the first seal so we gain the extra strength. And then just deal as much damage as we possibly can. Should have played those in the other order because of slow. I can play 2 attacks this turn, so I should probably float and move to the Inferno Ghost Flame. And then I Seer, Strike, turn it up to gain the intensity for the Inferno. Oh, that doesn't work. The Inferno Ghost Flame triggers before I gain the intensity. Interesting. That makes sense with how Advancing Guard and stuff like that works. But I didn't think it would be that way. Ah, the membership card. Here and now, at the start of each turn, gain 2 strength. Lose this strength whenever you advance or retract. It seems like it's not gonna be good in this deck because we advance and retract a lot. At the start of each turn. Actually, if we wait with advancing or retracting, we still have the 2 strength for that turn, at least. So it's not all that bad. And there will be turns where we don't advance or retract. So it might still work out quite nicely. Shield of the Knight. If the active Ghost Flame is not ignited, gain an energy. Gain 10 block. Meh. Ghost Shield. Does Dynamic Blow. Ethereal. If the active Ghost Flame is ignited, apply 15 soul burn. If not, deal 10 damage. And finally, Haunting Echo. Deal 8 damage if the active Ghost Flame is ignited. Force ignite it. So we can trigger an active Ghost Flame again. That's not bad. I think I want the Hero now though. I want to try out how well that works. What's the upgrade on Hero now? It becomes innate. That seems like a pretty good upgrade. Let's strike, backtrack, smack. Then we float to retract. Strike again. That was a good chunk of damage. Strike to ignite this Ghost Flame, then Advancing Guard. And a defend. So we can ignite the Inferno Ghost Flame next turn and possibly win. Strike. CR. A little bit short. First seal is 7 extra HP. Should be worth it. Didn't take a whole lot of damage. The boot. Whenever you would deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5. Step through. Deal 6 damage. If the active Ghost Flame is ignited, advance. If not, ignite it. That seems good. Also speed running. Whenever you advance, gain 2 block. Seems also quite good. Nightmare Strike. Deal 14 damage. If this card is exhausted, add a Shadow Strike into your hand, which deals 14 damage for just 1 energy, but exhausts. I like the idea of speed running or step through. Let's go with step through, honestly. That should help us get our Ghost Flames ignited pretty well. Do we take the 8 and just kill the frontliner here? Sure. Almost killed the backliner as well. Hexaghost. Ethereal, Afterlife, gain a block, draw a card. Afterlife, if it's exhausted, its effects activate. That's pretty good. But there's another chance to pick up speedrunning. I think that's something I want in this deck. We are advancing quite a bit. Let's step through. Then we float to advance. Defend, and we let the first seal go to waste. We have a lot of ways to advance. Now I want to play the first seal. We'll take 6 damage here, but we'll heal 7 at the end of combat. Advancing Guard works nicely here. And we could even backtrack smack. Take another 3 damage. That's worth it, I think. We do want to get this looter down before they run away with our money. Wait, the looter isn't stealing our money. Huh. Ooh, we have almost no defense here. I guess the best defense we're gonna get is igniting a Soul Flame. We can still kill the backliner with the Seer. And ignite the Soul. Oh, this time it did add the intensity first before we... Before we triggered the Ghost Flame. Interesting. Not quite sure. Well, Here and Now and speedrunning in the same deck seems kind of weird now, huh? Let's Bright Ritual. That didn't help a whole lot. I should have Advancing Guarded first. Guess we're gonna stay on the Soul Flame. Okay. Ghost Lash. Ethereal. Deals 7 damage. If your hand contains another Ethereal card, deals 7 damage. That's pretty efficient. How many Ethereal cards do we have? Not a whole lot. The first Seal and Float. That's it. Then this is probably not good for us. I think 2 Advancing Guards are enough. Let's move on. Probably shouldn't have gone here. I didn't think about it. We can do a... Ooh. There are choices. Let's start with Strike, Backtrack, Smack. I kinda also wanna Seer. That will mean dropping the Turn It Up. Let's Float first. I think we do nothing here. And then Turn It Up and then ignite the Inferno Ghost Flame next turn. This guy is starting to hit for quite a bit of damage. I have souls, so the looter can't steal them from me. That makes sense. What is this hand? Advance, defend here and now, I guess. We are dealing almost no damage to them. Advancing Guard. Step through. And first Seal to at least heal some HP. I've seen all of these before. Can't afford any relics, and I don't think I want any of these cards. Sharpened Fragment. At the start of each turn, add a crystal shift to your hand. That's gonna be very useful for igniting Soul Flames. I think I'm gonna take the take 21 right before the boss, going down to 18 health. Sure. That relic seems like it's gonna be really good for us though. Let's float to advance. Speed running, here and now, defend and turn it up to ignite. Still a good chunk of damage. Lose this strength when you advance or retract. It's not quite lethal just yet. And now we lose the 2 strength, yeah. We can play first seal so we can heal after the fight. Entropic Brew. Fill all your empty potion slots with random potions. That's very nice. Second seal. At the end of combat gain 8 additional seals. Let's go. Let's get those seals together. Probably a bad idea, but we don't need the healing after combat, so I'm fine letting that go to waste. Let's use our potions. Fire, Dex, Liquid, Bronze. It's Time Ripple, Crystal Shift to ignite our first Ghost Flame. We gain at least some defense. Let's defend advancing off. Shift, step through. No power this turn, but we do still have some in the deck. I'm gonna Bright Ritual here, I think. There's a power. 10 block. We need a bit more than that. I also wanna deal some damage. Oops, there was more incoming damage than I thought. Strike, step through. No. Retract. Second seal. Gain another strength and quite a bit of block. Incoming is 22, so we need a bit more block if we don't want to take damage here. Step through to advance. And then block. Oh, you are playing the Hexaghost as well right now, Mist? We don't have another block card this attack. No, we already played one attack. We are okay. Enemies not doing damage this turn, but they are setting up an accuracy and an infinite blades. That's pretty spooky. A 5 cost card that benefits greatly from intensity. Interesting. With turn it up. Huh. That's a lot of incoming damage. We need to spend 3 energy this turn. I kinda wanna block a lot. Or can we kill? That's 10, 30, 38. Can we even block this much? The advancing guards also trigger speedrunning. So that would be 22 block. We could survive if we ignite 1 Ghost Flame. How much damage can we do though? 11, 22, 38 plus 4 times 3. Crystal Shift as well. 20, 31, 47, 59. We can do exactly 59. Whew. That worked out. Apparently my calculation was wrong though. 5th seal. At the end of combat, upgrade a random card in your deck. Nice. Time Warp. Deal 4 damage. Whenever you advance or retract, return this from the discard pile to your hand. Okay, that seems really good for our deck. All enemies lose HP equal to their soul burn. Exhaust. Wow. Not for our deck. Oh. Time Warp versus 5th seal. Let's go Time Warp. Xanatos Icy Charm. Gain an energy at the start of your turn. Soul Burn takes 4 turns to activate. That's not that bad. We're not using Soul Burn that much. Definitely better than you can no longer obtain potions. And probably also better than the Cursor Key. Whenever you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. Let's take the Icy Charm. In Monster Train, that would be considered a perfect. But I know that Slay Spire doesn't consider healing the damage after you take it and healing back to whatever health you've been before the fight. Is still taking damage, so it's not a perfect. We might have trouble with some of the fights on this floor. With some of the elite fights, especially. I think I want to go the left path and just take the one Empowered Elite. Let's break the Ruby Key for 1 strength and then upgrade Time Warp, because we're gonna play it a lot. Speed running, gain another block. I like the Time Warp. It's gonna be a nice bunch of extra damage. A menacing structure lies before you. Most would never dare approach it, but you know its purpose, and know it can be of great use. You enter the chamber and prepare to make a sacrifice. Lose 7 HP, gain the 1st seal. Lose 8 gold, gain the 2nd seal. Lose Advancing Guard, gain the 3rd seal. At the end of combat, gain an additional card reward. Okay, so it makes sense losing a card for that. Lose Fire Potion, gain 4th seal. At the end of combat, gain an additional potion reward. Oh, 4th seal is actually quite good. I'm gladly give the Fire Potion for that. You walk by an eerie statue holding several masks. Something behind you softly whispers, "Stop." You swerve around to face the statue, which is now facing you. On closer inspection, it's not a statue, but a statuesque gaunt man. Is he even breathing? Face. Let me touch. Maybe trade? He doesn't look like he will put up much of a fight, but he has survived in this place. Perhaps these masks hold some power. Punch. Fight. 100% all face. Trade. 50% good face, 50% bad face. I haven't seen this event a whole lot. Let's trade. We gained a Serpent Head. Whenever you enter question mark room, gain 50 souls. Nice. That seems quite powerful. For me? For me? Oh yes, yes. You see one of his arms flicker and your face is in its hand. Your face has been swapped. Nice face, nice face. So now he has a hexagon as a face. And we have this thing in the middle of our ghost flames. Maybe? That would be pretty silly. Or who knows, I what the face on the Hexaghost is. Time Warp, Crystal Shift, Speedrunning, then Advancing Guard, Time Warp again, and Seer. Oh, we can also strike. We have 4 energy now. That was a nice turn. Let's start out with a defend, then Bright Ritual. Defend, defend again. We are fully defended. Let's play the first seal, even though we don't really need it, and here and now. Might benefit us on this turn. Let's Crystal Shift, Backtrack Snack. Giving us back a Time Warp. And we float to stay in place, Advancing Guard. Just moving back and forth. Nightmare Strike upgraded. Shadow Strike Plus, it's also 18 damage. Fast Forward, Rain of Embers. Fast Forward does seem like it has a place in this deck. Does it? It does something we already do quite well. I think we skip. Let's upgrade the speedrunning. I think that's... or maybe that... it's just 6... well, it's 6 damage for one card. That's actually quite good. But it's only played once a fight. Let's go with speedrunning. So we gain 1 extra block every time we advance or retract when this is out. 12 damage, almost enough. That's a lot of incoming damage. Crystal Shift, Strike, Advancing Guards, Defend, turn it up. I guess that's 9 plus 12 is 21, not enough to kill the frontliner. Eight additional souls. Sure. Ouch. Let's start with Time Ripple, actually. And Time Warp. And let's set up a speedrunning. No power in hand right now. Let's Bright Ritual. Maybe we draw into one. We did draw into Step Through. That will do. Then let's... let's Retract. And Retract again. Where are we right now? On this Searing Ghost Flame? Well, let's play the first seal. Is there another seal left in the deck we want to play? Nope, there's not. So let's finish the fight. Colorless Potion. Choose one of 3 random colorless cards to add to your hand. It costs 0 this combat. Also Matryoshka. The next 2 non-boss chests you open contain 2 relics, very nice. Skip a beat, advance, force ignite the next ghost flame. Interesting. Oh, and power up flame gain 3 intensity. That makes all our ghost flames stronger. That seems really good. Toxic egg. Whenever you add a skill to your deck, upgrade it. Lantern versus the Sapphire Key. I like Lantern a lot. Start each combat with an additional energy. Makes our first turn quite a bit stronger. We have 187 souls right now. Maybe we don't have to go to a merchant at the moment. I kinda want our next fight against the merchant to be the last. But who knows if that's gonna be possible. Let's backtrack smack. Then we time warp again, we step through, then we time warp again, then we shift. And we are going quite strong here. We can finish this fight, right? Strike and shift is 18. Shiv is gonna be the kill. Which seal do we want? Healing or 8 souls? Or a potion? I am pretty happy with the potions right now. Let's gain the 8 souls. Rewind. Retract, gain an energy and draw a card. Firestarter, deal 5 damage, apply 5 soul burn. I don't think we are looking for soul burn stuff. Thermal transfer, deal 7 damage. If the enemy has soul burn, gain 5 block. This might be okay though, because we will oftentimes have soul burn on the enemy. It stays on them longer thanks to the icy charm. But I still think if anything we take rewind here. More retraction so we can more easily flip back and forth. Sure. I think I want to ignite. Then retract or advance. I could trigger the Inferno this turn, but that would require me to use the Bright Ritual, which would make it even weaker. I think I want to advance. Unless I want to rewind, trigger the Inferno first, and then trigger the other Ghost Flame. That also doesn't seem too appealing. Let's advance. Then we Bright Ritual, defend. Then we rewind, strike, strike. That was pretty good. I think we defend, advance, then Crystal Shift, retract, and play our powers. Whoops. Play a power. Two skills. I do have 2 skills. That should be worth it. Do want to kill the frontliner this turn. Second seal and then Thunder. Time warp, step through, empowered flame, time warp, flow to advance, time warp, crystal shift, first seal as well. And I kind of want to kill with the Inferno Ghost Flame, but I can't. Time Warp is a great card. Shield of Night upgraded. Haunting Echo. That's actually kind of appealing now. How is our attack to skill ratio? We have 5, 6, 7, 8 attacks. We have 6 powers. We have a lot more skills than that. I don't mind having another attack, and Haunting Echo seems to synergize quite well with what we currently have. Who's our boss this floor? The Watcher. That's not the Retain Watcher, right? The Retain Watcher is on floor 1. I don't think I have seen this Watcher yet. Swift Potion. Sure. Let's go with that instead of the Liquid Thorns. Let's break the Emerald for 1 dex. That's a nice upgrade for us. Here and now, I think I'm happy removing now. Are there any crucial upgrades? Turn it up maybe. Yeah, that's actually quite good. Another turn of +5 intensity. With a deck that reignites a ton of Ghost Flames seems quite valuable. Okay, how do we start this? Time Warp, Crystal Shift, ignites the Ghost Flame, then with Advancing Guard, defend, turn it up. Maybe Power Up Flame first. Can we do that? We can. Let's focus on the weakest one. Advancing Guard. Defend, turn it up. Now these Ghost Flames are pretty strong. Haunting Echo is 13 damage. Let's kill the backliner. And then I guess we ritual. Draw 3. Double strike. Rewind. Time warp. Defend. And then we float to advance again. Yes. Gives us another time warp. Not like the soul burn is even gonna explode at all. There are a lot of seals left in the deck. Maybe I should keep those enemies alive. Let's advance 4th seal. Kill the frontliner. And then just wait for the other seals. First seal, second seal. And kill. Cultist Potion. Gain 1 ritual. Which means gain 1 strength at the end of every turn. Let's drop the Dex Potion. Nightmare Vision. Put an ethereal card from your exhaust pile into your hand. From your exhaust pile? That doesn't seem all that useful. How many ethereal cards do we have? Still only float and the seals? Yeah, that seems unnecessary. Don't want Heat Crush. Although that would have interesting interaction with Xanath's Ice Cream, and we sometimes do get a lot of soul burn on the target. Apply 5 soul burn. The next time the target soul burn detonates, it affects all enemies. Whew. Soul burn has a lot of support. But I think I want to skip. Heat Crush is pretty awkward to ignite soul flames. Ghost flames with. The library. Read. Choose one of 20 cards to add to your deck. We don't need to sleep, so let's read. Empower. Gain 6 block and 1 strength. Replace the active Ghost Flame with a Bolstering Ghost Flame. Bolstering Ghost Flame is the one that gives you block and strength. Not bad. Wildfire Weapon. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply 3 soul burn. Interesting, not really for us. Haunted Hand. Ethereal, draw 3 cards. All cards in your hand become ethereal. Exhaust. Ooh, 0 cost, draw 3. With the potential downside, there can be an upside in the right deck. Hexa level. At the start of your turn, gain 1 intensity. Nice, but I prefer Empowered Flame, giving us intensity right up front. Rain of Embers, Phantom Fireball. Delay damage if the enemy has Soul Burn detonated. That could even be useful in our deck. Bolstering is activated by power. Yeah, that's what I thought. Advancing Guard, Unleash Spirits. Deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Repeat for each ethereal card in your exhaust pile. Exhaust. That might work well with Haunted Hand. There's the 3rd seal. With a card reward. Heat Metal. Deal 8 damage after Soul Burn detonates on this enemy. Apply 12 Soul Burn. Gain 16 block. Whenever you attack this turn, apply 6 Soul Burn to the attacker with the Ghost Flame Wall. Okay. Firestarter. Here and Now. Skip a beat. Upgraded. Thermal Transfer. Spectre's Veil. Hexaghost upgraded is also not bad. Eerie Expedition. Ethereal. Add a random ethereal card into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Exhaust. I think I like the 3rd seal here. Maybe we can get all the seals together after all. Yeah, it gives me additional card rewards. It might help getting the other seals after all. You duck into a small hut. Inside you find what appears to be a forge. The smithing tools are covered with dust, yet a fire roars inside the furnace. You feel on edge. Upgrade a card or obtain a special relic, become Cursed Pain. Let's get a special relic. Warp Tongues. At the start of your turn, upgrade a random card in your hand for the rest of the combat. Nice! You decide to see if you can find anything of use. After uncovering tarps, looking through boxes, and checking nooks and crannies, you find a dust-covered relic. Taking the relic, you can shake a sudden feeling of sharp pain as you exit the hut. Maybe you disturbed some sort of spirit? An old beggar cloaked in fur reaches his hands out towards you as you pass. Spare some coin, child? The beggar takes off its cloak, revealing a blue humanoid form with a glimmering helm. Ah yes, the cleric event. Sure! Let's intimidate them so they remove the pain from our deck. Very nice. Crystal Shift. Step 2. I should have played speedrunning first, actually. Do I ritual just to cycle it? No, not right now. Let's do nothing, then rewind. Then strike, backtrack, smack. And then we ritual for 2 cards. That allows us to get some defense at least. Oh, the Inferno Ghost Flame triggered speedrun, so we had some more defense. That's nice. Let's empower a flame first. Then strike Crystal Shift, advancing guard, first seal, and that's it. Take a bit of damage here, but we heal it up with the first seal. I have too many powers in this deck now. Another time warp. That's gotta be it, right? Stoke the fire. Gain 8 block for each ignited ghost flame. Upgrade a random card in your hand. That's okay. Oh, lost to the merchant in Act 4. I don't think I ever had that guy be a huge threat. Hey, but at least you won Act 3. That's basically a successful run, right? Let's take a time warp. Regen potion, we don't need this. We have our own form of sustain. Charged barrage. Applies the 7th soul burn. Repeat for each ignited ghost flame. That would be interesting. But we don't keep too many ghost flames ignited. And we are not really going for soul burn that much. Super slow deck. So the merchant punishes slow decks. Apparently. Double head of greed. Okay, that's pretty rough. I want a time ripple. Crystal shift. Speed running, then advancing guard. Probably. I could also rewind then time ripple. But then I perhaps can't activate the Searing Ghost Flame. You know what? I think I'm gonna throw out the Cultist Potion here, so we get some more scaling. Like water. They have Teardrop Lock at start each combat in Calm. Oddly Smooth Stone. Mercury Hourglass, so they're dealing 3 to us every turn. Boss gain Ritual Dagger. Uh-oh, how big is that Ritual Dagger? I think I want to advance here. And not rewind. Yeah, that seems correct. I want to get to the Bolstering Ghost Flame this time. No skills. No way to get past the Crushing Ghost Flame either. Luckily they are only defending this turn. I should have used the Swift Potion here. So I'll do that now. Step through. Haunting Echo. Hate missing out on the 4th seal, but I think it's fine. Crystal Shift Strike. Incoming 13, Wave of the Hand. Whenever you gain block this turn. Do they gain block? They do gain block from like water. So we'll be weakened next turn. Let's play the 2nd seal. Defend and then finish it with a turn it up. First seal. Now the Bright Ritual becomes pretty potent. We could even advance first. Time warp. Before we actually use the Bright Ritual. For 5 cards. Let's Crystal Shift Strike to ignite the Ghost Flame. Then we Retract. Empowered. We go further back. And we just ignite the whole cycle from the opposite direction. Which works pretty well for us. And I think there are no more seals we have to play this fight, so we can just step through this guy. Bye, Watcher. Time Warp. Again. 5th seal. We are so close now. The only one that's missing is the 6th. Let's look at the other card reward. And there's the 6th seal! Let's do it! At the end of combat, gain an additional seal card reward. Wow, that makes it really much easier to get the set together. 5th seal at the end. Yeah, this upgrades random cards. Nice, we have all the seals now. The only thing that's missing is playing them. Tiny House. 1 potion, 50 souls, 5 max HP, obtain a card, upgrade a card. Usually 6th seal is the one you want to start with. Well, this time around we chose to end with it instead. But yeah, I can see that. Astrolabe. Upon pickup, transform 3 cards, then upgrade them. Or Pandora's Box. Upon pickup, transform all strike and defend cards. Yeah, 3 cost and only has an effect after combat makes it a bit rough, I agree. And it's ethereal as well, so... If we draw it with like the 5th or... Well, with the 5th seal in the same hand we can play them both. So... We have 4 strikes, 4 defense, so this is transform 8. This is transform 3 but upgrade 3. Honestly, the strikes and defense have been really kind of lacking in this deck. Let's go with Pandora's Box. Skip a beat, Shield of Night, Speedrunning, Rain of Embers, Unleash Spirit, Searing Wound again, and Bright Ritual again. Force Ignite the active Ghost Flame, do not advance at the end of this turn. Another Bright Ritual is welcome. I like the skip a beat. Shield of Night is better than the defense, probably. Another speedrunning is nice. Rain of Embers replacing a strike is not that great, but it's okay. Unleash Spirit seems really bad. Searing Wound is actually quite good. And again, seems okay. That was a decent upgrade. Also, I forgot about the Toxic Egg, upgrading all the skills we got from the Pandora's Box right away. That's really good. That makes it much better actually than the Astrolabe? Or whatever the other transform boss relic is called. Let's move on. We are up against the Ironclad. I do want to kill the merchant. I do have a lot of gold and I think we are now quite powerful. We could do it here, but there are a few merchants on this map. Do like the idea of doing it ASAP, if that's possible. What does this even upgrade to? 7 damage? X+1 times. Time Warp wants an upgrade. Yep. I want these Time Warps to be upgraded. Crystal Shift Haunting Echo is a good start. So now we have Soul Burn on that guy that will actually expire. We should do speed running step through to get to the next flame. Then we do nothing. Advance, and we let the Shield of Night burn out, so we get... No, wait, that's... I mixed those up. I should have played the Shield of Night, but honestly it doesn't matter. I don't think we can get card rewards from a merchant fight. Not even with cards we play. I do want to advance after this turn, so I don't think I play again here. This is a lot of incoming damage. Don't want to take that much damage. Dark Shackles will defend us. Automa Beam. No. No damage. Time Ripple. Empower and then Crystal Shift. Might as well turn it up. Again, is actually kind of tempting here. We have an advancing guard left in the deck, but not much more advanced. No, I'm not gonna play it. How many ethereal? 1. 14 damage. Not great. I think we get the souls at the end of the fight, but I'm not sure. Let's start with the second seal. We don't need defense anymore, so... Then we... backtrack smack. Unleash Spirit is an attack. Potion? I'm not sure. We'll definitely get the upgrade after the fight. I am certain this is possible. We do want to play Searing Wound, but maybe we can apply some more Soulburn first. Heal? Doesn't matter. Let's try the potion instead. And we time warp, advance. Time warp, time warp. Bright Ritual again. Rewind. Time warp, time warp. Should have played the first seal before those time warps. Searing Wound. And Shift for the kill. Nice! Got that merchant down. Got Step Through upgraded. Very happy with that. Upon pickup, choose an attack. Start each combat with this card in your hand. Yes. I always want to have a Time Warp in my hand at the start of the deck. That's quite good. I think we want to remove the Unleash Spirits. I think that's the worst card in the deck. I wouldn't mind another upgraded Advancing Guard, to be honest. And this one is on sale, so... I'm also gonna take the Finesse. It helps activate Ghost Flames, gives us some block. Benefits a lot from decks, like... because it's a 0 cost, draw a card. Throw the run with a Prismatic Shard? No. The Prismatic Shard can be fun, but I wanna play the Hexaghost, not a wild amalgamation of all classes. And I think that's all. Yeah, these potions are not too exciting. And I think we go for another merchant later. Or maybe... Maybe not. Maybe we save our money for the final act. If we can even get there, we can. That should be possible. Okay, this seems like a good combat to use our seals in. So we are gonna play these seals. We're gonna play Crystal Shift Time Warp. Not much else is happening here. Speedrunning for some defense. There's another seal. First let's play Finesse and Shield of Night. No, let's float. Advance. Then we Time Warp, Step Through. Then we play the first seal. Advancing Guard. We have a lot of defense. We should start working them down evenly. So we have Seal Reward Card, Seal Reward Seal. Get the fourth seal active. I don't want to turn it up, otherwise we are dealing a bit too much damage here perhaps. But that's... You know what, let's retract here. Ding Echo. Crystal Shift. Backtrack Smack. And let's turn it up now. You know what? Let's do again. Speedrunning. Advance. Time Warp. 2 more seals left in the deck. We need a bit more defense, huh? This should ignite this Ghost Flame, right? We are also gaining 5 block from speedrunning, so 25. That's exactly enough. We don't need to play anything. Right, Ritual to draw into the final seals. Let's play those. Ooh, fancy. Upon pickup, raise your max HP by 10. Start each combat with 2 strength, 2 dex and 2 intensity. Wow! That's good. But we do... No, we do get the upgrade. We do get the upgrade, but not any of the other seal effects. Interesting. Well, the upgrade is the one I care most about. If any downfall character can run prismatic, it might be the Hexaghost. Okay. I can kind of see that, yes. We can just wipe them out. Okay, and now all the seals are purged from our deck. Which is an upside, I guess. We've gotten a lot of benefit out of these over the fights. I think this is a skip. Might be a bit harder to ignite our bolstering ghost flame now. It's the only downside to this. I can't advance right now, so let's finesse to draw a card. Now I can advance. It's Time Warp, Haunting Echo. This is a skill, this is not. Yeah. Now we advance, we Searing Wound, Crystal Shift, and then finally Rain of Embers. That was a good chunk of damage. Yes, Neko seems like they could run a Prismatic Shard without any problems. I did not gain any gold. Did I gain the upgrade? I don't remember. It still showed, so I just expected that I would, but let's advance in guard. Time Warp, Time Warp. Should have played the first Time Warp. Before that, of course. Speed running. Time Warp, Time Warp. Step through. Yeah. Time Warp, Time Warp. And finally turn it up so we can have a really big Inferno next turn. Or we could have a really big Bright Ritual. No, I think this time I want the Inferno damage. Let's go with Empowered Flame. And then Time Ripple, even though... Wait, did that just add 10 slow to the giant head? Interesting. Time Warp, Time Warp. Bright Ritual. Crystal shit. Oh, we won. Yeah, giant head is very easy for us. Upgraded Rain of Embers. Not Burning Touch. Upgraded Fast Forward. No. We're already progressing through our Ghost Flames at a high speed anyways. Don't like Snecko in general, too random for me to be honest. Yeah, I can see that. I do like stuff like that. I don't mind the RNG and I really like the idea of building your strategy in fight depending on what cards you roll. I should have played the Empowered Flame first. There's no way I'm gonna reach the Bolstering Ghost Flame this turn, right? I forgot to play the Time Warp. That was quick. Yes. Advancing Guard is well where it's at with this deck. Let's upgrade the speed running. Almost fully upgraded. Well, with the Warp Tongs, basically fully upgraded. Bronze Scale starts combat with 3 Thorns. Question card, future card rewards have 1 additional card to choose from, but I want the key. I want to be able to meet up with Niao. Let's break the key so we gain 10 more max HP. Let's upgrade Time Ripple, finally. Time Ripple wasn't really great at the start, but now with these Time Warp actions, it's become quite valuable to us. Let's advance. Then we write Ritual. Sure, I'll throw out the speed running. Oh wait, I should have played the Advancing Guard as well. Doesn't really matter all that much, but... Let's rewind. Time Ripple... Time Warp... We can't ignite the Inferno Ghost Flame this turn, huh? Still gonna retract anyways. That's just the most damage we can do. Not enough though. Ouch. Maybe I could have done enough damage actually when if I managed the slow better. Blood Vial. At the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. Hexaghost, Backtoss the Whale, 3rd Seal. I think this is a skip, although the Hexaghost is... yes, I'll take a Hexaghost. Let's upgrade the other Bright Ritual so it's free in terms of energy cost. Oh yeah, I'll take this fight for a relic. Time Warp, Haunting Echo. Should have played the Empower Flame, I guess. Let's Advancing Guard. Time Warp, Float. Do nothing and then play these powers. We'll be taking 5 damage here. That's fine. Searing Wound to trigger the Ghost Flame. Then speed running, step through to advance. And do I rewind? Yeah. Wanna find more defense. Oh, actually I do get a kill if I rewind. Pocket Watch. Whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn, draw 3 additional cards at the start of your next turn. Not gonna be very useful for this deck unless maybe the turn we play Time Ripple. This is a skip. Let's go for another question mark here. As you head upwards, hopping from one floating shape to another, you slip. You begin to fall. But because we're the Hexaghost, we can float to lose nothing. Which isn't really a benefit, because we can't do anything else, so that was a wasted event, but it's very flavorful. Let's Shield of Night first, when it's cheaper. Skip a beat. Seems useful. Two skills this turn. That's gonna be again then Advancing Guard. But that ignites already, so... Then I guess we Time Ripple, Time Warp, Shift. This Ghost Flame is already active. We don't have a power right now, but we do have step through, so let's advance. Shift, time warp, step through to ignite, then advance. Let's turn it up. Time warp, rewind. Time warp. Right ritual. Here and now to ignite. Haunting echo to force ignite. Then we advance. Time warp. Bright ritual. Speed running, advance, time warp. See ya. 24 stacks of slow. We dealt 320 damage this turn. That was a good turn. We also gained a bunch of strength. We're on the Inferno Ghost Flame. I want to retract. Oh, we shuffled the time warps back in. That's Hexaghost to draw. Searing Wound and then Rain of Embers. You know what, let's do it again. Can we kill them this turn? We have both time warps at least. Should play them before we move. Then I think we want to move with step through actually. Shield of Night to activate the Inferno Ghost Flame. Time warp. I should have played both time warps before that. Advance. Time warp. Advance. Shift, time warp. Not quite enough to the kill. We are 33 damage off. Whenever you ignite a Ghost Flame, apply 5 Soul Burn to a random enemy. We ignite a lot of Ghost Flames. And I wouldn't mind having another power in the deck. The Soul Burn. We do have the rare card that instantly makes enemies lose HP equal to their Soul Burn, the Searing Wound. So yeah, that's actually quite reasonable. Time Warp, Haunting Echo, Speed Running Advance, Crystal Shift, Time Warp, and then... Do we retract? Yeah, we do. Could have ordered it this better, but it's good enough. Step through. Shield of Night, Advancing Guard. Time Warp, Shift. Whew! Distill Chaos. Play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. Nice. Backtrack Smack, Third Seal. I don't think I want another Backtrack Smack. They are not that useful after all to us. So let's skip. Okay. I think we start with Empower Up Flame. We can ignite the Ghost Flame this turn. But we can't advance, so let's retract instead. We can still spend 3 energy. And we should. Let's Hexaghost. Searing Wound. Triggering the Inferno. And then we can ignite the Ghost Flame again. Now we need to play 2 skills, which we don't currently have. Let's block at least. And play these powers. Let's skip a beat so we ignite the bolstering ghost flame. Then we win. Skill potion might be better than fire potion for us. I think this is a skip again. And let's face the ironclad. It's an armor ironclad. Yeah, we have these armor breaks. Oh, if they upgrade, they become 0 cost. Oh, excuse me. Empowered flame should go out, so we have the intensity. I think I also want speedrunning active. Time warp and crystal ship ignites our first ghost flame. Then I think we float ahead. Step through. Oh, armor break. Do we waste an armor break? You know, I'm not against it. Time warp step through to go to the next space. I don't think I want to play this bright ritual right now. Yep. Let's keep that around for later. Enemy is dealing 5 block. These become upgraded, so they will 7 block, 7 damage. So 12 block, 16 block. So body slam will deal 16 damage. 23 damage incoming this turn. We definitely start out with time warp. We do not have a power this turn. Let's draw a card. Again. That is good. We can skip a beat so we can ignite this ghost flame with again, giving us the strength. It's 27 damage. We are also already fully defended. And we remove the 4 armor. Boss head. Juggernaut. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Add 2 wounds into your hand, gain 15 block. So they will deal 10 with the Juggernaut, triggering twice. Where are we right now? We are on the bolstering ghost flame. Let's start out with rewind. Ignite this ghost flame, then we advance. Play the radiant flame. Then we time warp. Then we advance. And then I think we turn it up and play the rest of our attacks. And next turn we can trigger an Inferno. With this time ripple. They are doing impervious body slam, that's pretty evil. But they can't if they're dead. And they are very dead. Kill them with the armor breaks. Okay. Early on, I was like, this deck is all over the place, but eventually it became a cohesive working deck. Let's see if we can deal with, if we can finish off Niao with this deck. Time Ripple in the opening hand. I do like that. Let's advance Hexaghost and turn it up to ignite the next Ghost Flame as well. We need to play 2 attacks this turn. Didn't we have a Time Warp? Haunting Echo seems good. Do I want to play speedrunning? We're not taking any damage this turn. I think I advance first and play speedrunning to trigger the Ghost Flame. Of the bolstering variety, 10 damage and 5 soul burn or 28 HP loss. I prefer the HP loss here. Rewind. So we can empower at flame. Bomb is exploding this turn. They're also dealing 4 with sadistic nature. So that's 44 damage. We might want to skip a beat and trigger the Inferno. Probably should have played the Radiant Flame first. Well, you know what? Let's try to defend. There we go. Oh, found another Time Warp. We are currently on the Inferno. Not a lot of damage incoming. We should be fine here. Wait, Shield of the Night is triggering the Inferno on its own? Or did I already spend 1 energy here? There we go. Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Also Smoke Bomb, escape from a non-boss combat, receive no reward. We can't even use that because there's no more non-boss combat coming up. Devil's Dance. The first time you retract each turn, gain an energy and draw 1 card. Retract. That sounds really good. Threatened Needle? I like that. Start each combat with 4 plated armor. That's not bad. And I think we'll buy a Dex potion for the final fight. Incineration. Deal 4 damage and apply 4 soulborn to a random enemy 4 times. Upgrades to 5 times. Worthy Sacrifice. Choose an attack or skill to exhaust. Add a random card of the opposite type into your hand. It costs 1 less. Ignite the active Ghost Flame. Ignite the Inferno Ghost Flame. Exhaust. Instant Inferno. Think I'll go with the Threatened Needle. And a card removal. Seer is pretty weak. Rain of Embers doesn't really belong in this deck either. I honestly I honestly think Rain of Embers is the weakest thing. We still have And because I don't want anything else, I'm just gonna buy Lee's Waffle for +7 max HP and heal to full. We don't heal a whole lot with that, but it's 7 max HP at least. Innate, yes, please. Let's do a Devil's Dance. Time Warp, Crystal Chef, Speedrunning, Devil's Dance. Time Warp again. Nope, Rewind. Time Warp, Backtrack Smack. Again. Right Ritual. That's pretty good start so far. We definitely play another Time Warp. And I think we just turn it up to the max. Gain 9 turns of intensity. Should also play the... You know what? If we find power from this, that could be quite good. Oh, we did. So we'll stay here. Let's advance. Time Warp, Time Warp. I'm okay with losing the Hexaghost. Let's turn it up. That was a good first turn. These cursors though. We are now here. Let's do some speed running. Unless we can't retract right now, right? We should probably advance and time ripple this turn though. Actually, I think I'm gonna Bright Ritual to gain some more options. Haunted. Ugh. Play speed running, then step through. And time ripple to trigger the... too bad the time ripple doesn't stay on over the phases. I am fine with losing the here and now. Do I have to kill this turn? Easily. Let's remove the Bewildered. Can we get to the Bolstering Ghost Flame and play the Empowered Flame? We do not have another power in the deck is the problem. We have to step through though. Should probably just make sure that the ghost flames I'm passing through are ignited for a better Inferno later. Alright. Yahweh's down right now. Silent. Shift and step through. Step through exhausted. It didn't. It was skip a beat that exhausted. We still have to step through. It's ethereal though. Let's do again, then advance, then step through to trigger the bolstering. Advance. We just keep DK around. I don't want to. And Searing Wound is only 21 damage. Let's retract. Ooh. And then let's play... Oh, this is the ethereal one. If I don't want to lose it, I need to play it. Yeah, I don't want to lose it. Can we play 2 attacks this turn? We can. Let's advance. A lot of soul burn on this enemy. Oh, there are the time warps finally. So currently we have ignites when spending 3 energy. Okay, it only counts as 2. For some reason I thought it counted as 3 earlier. Let's float and stay in place. I want to build up strength, so I'm gonna go to the bolstering Ghost Flame, step through, haunting echo, so I get maximum strength. I didn't play the ethereal advancing guard. That's fine. We have a couple of these in the deck, so even if one burns out, that's not a big deal. Crystal Sheath backtracks max, so I can get back my time warps. No. The Devil's Dance trigger before the time warps. That's annoying. Again, to gain more strength. Time warp rewind. Time warp. There's the other time warp. And then we Searing Wound. Almost enough to get the kill on Yao. Anything here ethereal? Yeah, the float, of course. Let's... Oh, we drew into step through, so I kind of want to advance now. Watcher? Start with Time Warp, Crystal Shift, and Rewind. I was hoping to find... Honestly, let's just again. And then we advance. It's time to advance again. And trigger the Inferno. Time warp, backtrack. Time warp and Searing Wound to finish off. Let's draw first. That's not ideal. Fine. We'll advance. Ignite, advance. Ignite, advance. Let's ignite this. Then we float to advance. So we can trigger the bolstering again with ignite. We're up to 15 strength now. Let's rewind. There we go. Ah, yes. We can't advance. But we can retract. Finesse. Let's float to advance actually. We don't have any way to draw another card, right? Just gonna remove this from my hand. Sure. Nothing wrong with this. And I want to advance to the bolstering Ghost Flame again. And I think we stay there. Step through and Haunting Echo to gain 2 strength. Then we time warp. Rewind. Time warp. Advance and time warp again. And finish him off this turn. So rewind first. Time warp, crystal shift makes us able to step through. Okay, we should have this. It's time to advance. And time warp for the kill. Yeah, that was a cool deck. Quite complicated. Very complex and a lot of moving around the Ghost Flame Ring. But it felt very Hexaghosty with all the moving around and using Soul Flame. Well, we unlocked some new cards. Gift from Beyond. Unplayable Ethereal Afterlife. Whenever an ethereal card is exhausted, draw one card next turn. Ooh. Unplayable Ethereal Afterlife. So we can play it normally. It just at the end of turn it gets exhausted and then the Afterlife effect plays it for us. Power from Beyond. Unplayable Ethereal Afterlife. Gain an energy and draw one card next turn. And Flames from Beyond. Unplayable Ethereal Afterlife. Apply 12 Soul Burn to all enemies at the start of your next turn. Interesting. Thank you, Katira. Let's also quickly have a look at the alternate skin for the Hexaghost. I don't think we unlocked the one for the Guardian yet. No, we did. We haven't looked at it though. Guardian Chan. And Hexaghost.